Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you doing out there? If you wouldn't mind, give me a quick audio check. I had already started working on a lock a little bit here. My Lotto lock. I got a hold of some springs, so I'm able to fix it. Actually, you are supposed to be the
Morning, everybody.
end, I do believe. What are we up to today? Who we got? Hey, Zoe, how are ya? Boy, I tell you, I had a major faux pas this morning. I got in here working on this lock and pulled the core out. I went to put it in my little core holder and promptly dumped pins all over the freaking floor. I was scrambling all over, trying to find two missing pins. And of course, they had to be the smallest pins known to man, which was fun. Yeah. I went down to a local locksmith shop and he sold me 20 replacement pins for $1. So thought that was pretty cool. I'll take it. I wanted to go look again. Where's the star? Oh, the star is laying over here with the dogs right now. I am sure he will make an appearance. He's already been over saying hi once, so he didn't hop up in my lap yet. So he will be here. I promise. That's what he does. He makes surprise appearances. Yeah, so that's where that goes. Good. I'm trying to remember the proper order that these things go in, so I have some idea what I'm doing. Yeah, if you know what I'm saying. I'll put it back together in a halfway. Factory stock order. And I did not have it that way before. Is that the only reason you show up in my lives there, Zoe? Just to see the cat. Some people's kids, I tell you. Maybe I'll get my other camera over there so you can see that I'm not lying to you. He's in the bed with the dogs because, he thinks he's a dog. I wired my extra camera up to my yes. Well, at least you're honest about it. I'll give you that. If you can't get your cat fix, that's it. I'm leaving. I'm unsubscribed. Forget you. You suck. I agree. I can't blame you. He's a pretty fun co-star when he decides to make his appearances. Sometimes. Then other times, man, he just tears the crap out of my hands because he's a turd. Let's see here. He's looking at me right now like, what the hell you think you're doing? I don't want to be a part of this garbage. Just leave me alone. I'm sleeping. Let's see. HD Pro webcam. Let's kick that over. And there are all of my little, well, not all of them. There is a chunk of my little fur butts all hanging. Hey, Gizmo, what you doing, buddy? You got Gizmo, you know him. The black cat over there, that is Tucker. The little bitty puppy, Mila. And the bigger puppy is Cody. Yeah, you heard me say your name, didn't you, dude? Yeah, you're such a good boy. They're all pretty good poochers. And kitties. The kitties think they're poochers, so, I'll give them that. Okay. Now, did I... Right, almighty. Okay. Got me distracted from my lock, and I had to remember, good grief, which way am I going here to put it back together? There we are. I'm done. I see the cat. Yep, see? I see. That's how you are. That is how you are. I still want you to hop on with me one of these days. Then I can bring the cat up here and you can say hi. Don't be scared. We don't bite. Too much. Hey, good morning, Mr. Nola. Congratulations on that 1K, dude. That is out freaking standing. All right. Put you away. Maybe. And we'll see if we can put this bad boy back together. It's in my name. Yeah, it's in your name. It's in your DNA. I get it. I get it. I won't hold it against you this time. All right. What do you mean speak for yourself? What did I do this time, Nola? What the hell, dude? All right. Who we got out there that wants to hop in with me this morning? Anybody? Oh, man, you're going to do a short one, huh? 2-week drawing. That's pretty crazy. All right. Lock is fixed for now. Now, what did I do with that? Holy Toledo, guys. I can't keep track of anything, huh? I'm telling you. Yep. So here's a question I will ask this most marvelous of crowds. I've got my 100% bite. Yeah, I maybe nibble a little. I don't bite. I just nibble. I have my 200 subscriber giveaway that is happening today. Question I have: should we run through and do the drawing during the live, and I can just record it and put it out there later? I think with my camera a little bit here, guys. Sorry about that. Or should I do that as a separate video later? I thought that was awesome of that dude. Local locksmith shop gave me, or sold me, pins for the American locks. Got, what do you mean? I did the original. Oh, see? That's how far behind I am. I think I have an entry in it. I think. Never mind. I forgot. You've been on hiatus for a little bit. It's one of those days, all right? Cut me some slack. I'm old with a bad memory, apparently. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Nice to have all the pins back in it again. Now I'll have to work on that thing, see if I can figure out how to pick it again. I got a hold of a limited set anyway of some of these polycarbonate magnetic labels. They turn out pretty good. Not half bad. Don't have many, only 10. Yeah. I remember now. And I got to say, my pocket kit, Mr. Book Picks, manufactured and sent me a second tension tool to put underneath it. He really did a beautiful job on the shaping, the forming, and the size it is the perfect drop-in. So now you can have a top of keyway tensioner. I mean, you get in there. It ain't rattling, it ain't moving around. Outstanding. He did a beautiful work. Minus the being older than electricity part. You know, that was so comical. So I enlisted in the military at a pretty young age. Got shipped off to Fort Benning, Georgia for basic training. And it cracked me up how many of those Southern guys, because I was from northern Minnesota, they were dead set that we didn't have electricity. I just had to be amazed to see indoor plumbing. They were convinced I rode horse to work or in school. It was nuts, man. It was really funny. So I had a good time playing with those poor dudes over that. Giving them a hard time, convinced them all kinds of crap. Good morning, ground fog. How you doing? Did a little printing. Made another one. I recessed back in here. I need to do more work with it. But I have magnets set in there. They didn't work as well as I had hoped. But the thought was, you know, drop and hold your tools while you're picking. If you wanted to, you could slap a tool on it and it'll stay there. But magnets I got in there don't exactly have the greatest strength. So I'm going to try. I only have 2 of them, and they're not all 3. Yeah, might have been. You just never know. Yeah, it was pretty comical. They were just absolutely adamant that I had never seen any of these things because, man, you would have thought I was the backwoods hillbilly. Instead, the other way around. It was funny. I had a good laugh at it. But yeah, they were just adamant that there is just no way I had ever seen these marvelous things. What can I use to punch that down in there that isn't going to stick to it and pull it back out like that? Is definitely not going to work. Oh, what do I got in there? I think I've got a bit of a mess. I need to maybe clean a little bit. What year were you born? Well, 1968. And when I'm telling you that I went in a little bit young, I enlisted in the Army Reserves at 16 years old. And one thing I would not recommend out of that whole deal is because of my age, I couldn't go to basic yet. I had to wait until I was at least 17 to go off to basic training, which means I was attending drills and in my unit for a year first, which means I was promoted before I ever went to basic. And oh, dude, did the drill instructors have a heyday with that one. They did not like if somebody came in to basic training as a PFC. Man, what can I use that's not going to stick to everything? I just don't have non-magnetic stuff around. I wonder if I can use titanium to try and lay that magnet down in there how I want it to be, maybe. Mark Carter, good morning. How are you doing? I'm attempting my hand at jacking this up, but it ain't working. So apparently, that's one thing that I noticed when I printed this out. It did not do a very good job like I would have hoped. My hole did not come out properly. I know that did not sound right, but it is what it is. But ding. Dang phone over there going off. Present and happy. Well, that is a good thing. You know, our weather up here just cannot make up its freaking mind. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what to do with that later. We've had amazingly nice weather, and now they're talking about snow again tomorrow. Snow and rain. And of course, I got to be on the road driving, so that'll be a fun day. But I'll be heading south, so maybe it'll get better as I go. All right. Yeah. Well, and I did. A buddy of mine joined at the same time I did. Yeah, I wasn't in there but a couple of months, I don't think, before I had my PFCs. So I'm going to play with this thing a little bit. I'm sitting in snow and rain. It's yucky here. Where are you located at, roughly, anyway, there, Mr. Carter? We don't have it yet. They say it's coming. Get this up. My other chat up. There we are. All right. Oh, Finland, Minnesota. All right. I am actually from Minnesota. All my family is there, up in the north end of the state, in the Foston area, if you're familiar with that. Just west of Bemidji, about 50 miles. Up in the stick country. Going to be heading back there here in a month or two for a little visit. Go back to the family farm, do a little plan, visit some family. I tell you, this lock is terrible. It's got that nice shackle pop, though. Yeah. So yeah, it was in my first Army Reserve unit was in Walker, down on Leech Lake. And it was Arctic Light Infantry. So yeah, 8 years as an E2. Oof, dude. Yeah, the good old PT tests. You know, they had that. They kind of follow that whole BMI scale garbage. So every single year I had to go through testing because they would, oh, you're overweight. Well, then they would do all their body fat testing. And okay, you're not overweight. You're fine. But every single year I had to go back through that crap again. Oh, well, good morning, Rune Smith. No audio, but I'll say hi anywho. Glad to see you. I've got one more component coming for your tool set. All right. I'll throw out another offer. Anybody want to jump in? Introduce yourself to the crew. Say hello. Yep, I had to get taped every test. Didn't matter what my score was on the test, because according to their height weight chart, I was supposed to weigh 185 pounds. I haven't weighed 185 pounds since like 10th grade. So when I got out of college, which this is when I was in the military, I was also attending college, I was 225 pounds and tested out at 7% body fat. But I had to get taped every freaking test. I was running 6-minute miles. I had to get taped. It was annoying as crap. I don't know. I think of it, and if I could have, I would have had to have lost massive muscle mass and just turned into a sickly person in order to get down to the weight class they said I should be. Oh, what do we got happening? Yeah. Hey, the other day, I was at a local shop, and I know this isn't real conducive to lockpicking, but hey, somebody must have returned it or something because the package was cut open. So they'd thrown it in the clearance bin. A neck knife. Now I have another one from the same company. I bought this a long time ago. Carry it in a little pouch of mine because this is a terrible neck knife. Because, I mean, look at how long that thing is in comparison. Really pretty knife. But they called that a neck knife. But it's cold steel. This is a cold steel. I like this one. That's a nice little knife. And lengthwise, it actually will work as a neck knife. Now it's just going to be to throw it in and get a better edge. But what does it say it is? 8CR14 MOV steel. Kind of like some of the cold steel stuff. It's kind of neat. Like their sheaths. Pretty cool. Clearance bins, man. Makes sense to check them out. You just never know what you're going to find. I was at Walmart one time, and they had a clearance bin, and they had, what were they? Gerber multi-tools laying in the frickin' clearance bin for $5. I bought, I think, 4 of those things, kept one for me. It's still out in my truck, and gave the other ones away for gifts. But what a screaming price for a Gerber. Yes. Good old Uncle Sam and their misfit toys. Got my son-in-law going on lock picking. It's been kind of fun. It's pretty comical. I gave him some tools and showed him a couple of things here at the house on how to do some of it. Sent him on his way. It wasn't long after that he was sending me pictures of his first lock he was picking at his house, which is one of his lockout locks, I guess. Oh yeah, I had to struggle with that. And their tape test was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. They would measure your waist, measure your neck, punch it into some formula, and somehow that was telling them your body fat percentage. It was the dumbest thing ever. But yeah, his first lockpick of anything was a Master commercial. So then he was messing around with that. So then I brought over a I think it's a Master number 3 for him to play with a little bit, which it's a white belt lock, but single pin picking that thing is tough. It's a challenge. And then I also brought him a Master 150, but I don't think he's ready for the 150 yet. I need to get him a yellow belt. So I might get him, bring him over a Brinks to play with. Yeah. We had a guy like that too. He was actually a cook in our unit when we had cooks. Dear Lord, the guy was huge. He was a nationally ranked collegiate wrestler. And it's just massive. And yeah, he damn near couldn't pass the tape test. But there wasn't There was no fat on that guy. He was crazy huge. See if I can pick this stupid thing in the vise. This one's another one that kind of a bit of a struggle. It's a Master 532. You know, same way for me, like that 150 is a really interesting lock to pick. And I don't know if it's because it's just sloppy or what its deal is, but it can be fun. What do we got here? No, don't switch. I don't want you changing shit up on me. Yeah, dummy. I don't know how many of you guys run the Discord app on your PC, but holy crap, they push updates on that thing all the time. It's kind of crazy. I got to work on that lotto lock again. I opened it, I picked it before I broke it like 3 times, and then turned it into a rattle. So I 3D printed and redid it, and then I wasn't able to put all the pins in it. I haven't been able to open it since. Now I got all the pins back in it today, so it's back to stockish, except for that case. And like the first sheriff's department is on, we have to do a PT test every year for that as well. And it was always comical. Well, that's good of you. Got to help family out when you need to, right? If you ain't got family, you ain't got nothing. At least that's how I view it. I may not get this damn lock open in here. Of course, I need to play with different tension tools and such as well, because that's one thing I've learned. Hey, Miss Lady Locks, how are you doing this morning? What are you up to? Why are you conscious at this ungodly early hour? The other thing I want to try is work on my pack lock again, but I want to try and do that with bottom of keyway tension instead of top. See if I can get a handle for picking it that way. Because top of the keyway is tough with those things just because it wallows out so damn fast. Yeah, we were just down in the Tampa Bay, Sarasota, Florida area. Went down there for a week's vacation. Got a little sun, got a little water, got a little drunk. It was a good time. Had some friends go with us, another couple, so yeah, enjoyed the heck out of that. 4 a.m. Jeez, oh Pete. Yeah, you know, I used to be that way back when I did shift work. My days off, I'd have to stay up just to keep myself in the same work schedule. But anymore now, man, I've been so freaking long that I get up at 5 in the morning to get ready for work that I'm just not a night owl anymore. Work schedule's killing me. Well, it's what, 10:30 back where you're at there, Lady Lux? We went over to Deadwood, South Dakota yesterday. Did a little gambling. And the blackjack table. We had a couple of really good dealers and some fun people at the table. That makes it so much more entertaining. But I was doing really, really well. Until I wasn't. But I still walked out with a little money in my pocket, so I didn't leave broke. Yeah, I had a job there at one point. One of the shifts was 10 at night to 6 in the morning. And you would do 3 months on a shift, and then you would rotate to the next shift. Nice. Yeah, but that was fun. Richard Jones, good morning. How are you doing? So, I have my Wheel of Death ready for my 200 subscriber giveaway. That drawing happens today. Should we do it as part of the live, and then I'll record it as a separate, and I can upload it as a separate video? Or should I just wait and do it as a separate video? And then, just so you guys know, my 250 giveaway is running right now. So go check it out. Get your entries in. I think I only have 2 entries in so far. So oh, see, I hate slots, man. That is just the most boring, monotonous. To me, I can't stand them. I like the tables. Blackjack is my favorite. My wife, yeah, she'll go to those damn slot machines. It's comical. I'll sit down at the blackjack table, be playing. She'll go to the slots, get broke, come steal chips from me, go cash them in, play some more slots, come steal some more from me. Because usually I can sit down with 20, 40 bucks and play for 3-4 hours and usually walk away with money. But again, it all matters if you have a good dealer and a good table of people to talk to and BS with. You can have a lot of fun. All we have here in the town where I'm at is slots, but they're tied to horse racing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of that. It's kind of weird. It is kind of weird. We're going to move on from that to something different. We're going to break out the big honker. The other thing I need to do more work on is picking pins up instead of pins down. That is a struggle bus for me. So where are you at there, Mr. Jones? I've been to the U.S. Only stand roulette. Yeah, they've got roulette tables over there now too. And they do poker. Guy was trying to talk me into staying and doing a poker tournament yesterday, but we weren't going to be staying around that long. There was a $400 buy-in at the table. But I'm not a big poker player. I have not spent much time doing that. Man, I am having a struggle bus today. It's going to be a rough lock picking day, folks. So I need somebody else to get on here with me and at least show people how to do something besides struggle bus and drink coffee. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, these ones here with the horse racing part is kind of weird, and the payouts are just abysmal. I mean, it'll tell you got a big win if you won $2. North Wales in the UK, very nice. Good morning, Mr. Delbert Alexander. How are you today? Off to do chores. Yeah, take care of the marvelous little critters you got. Anybody else have that happen when you're picking and your hand goes to sleep? It's all numb, tingly, crappy. I don't know what's going on, but that happens to me all the time anymore. It is quite frustrating. Makes it downright hard to hold on to a pick. Off to do chores. Yeah, I remember those days. They're unforgiving, man. Them critters want their food. A little more magical bean juice. I don't know if anybody else has ever had this happen. I was going through my desk today and I found a set of keys laying here. For the life of me, I cannot find a lock that they fit. Oh, awesome. 2 sets of twin lambs born a day apart. So your hands are full, is what you're saying. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what these keys fit. No clue. They fit into an American 1100. So I'm wondering if they're from one of my old American 1100 cores. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's only a 5-pin. I have no idea. I can't find a lock. That is missing a set of keys. Dang it. I hate that. It's going to drive me insane trying to figure it out. Yeah, laugh it up, Lady Lux. Hey, how's that for a paperclip? Got that monstrosity the other day from Mr. Not Too Dead down there. Pretty crazy. Don't think I'll be picking handcuffs with that, but. And then one of my lives, haven't decided when yet, because I want to play with them a little bit more. I'll be giving these away. Very, very pretty. Blue anodized titanium pocket rake set. Nice little kit. Those will go out the door. She sends the extra keys to you. Yeah, that'd be my luck. I'd get a package going through with locks and I'd have keys in there. It didn't fit any of the locks. It would drive me nuts. Trying to figure out what the heck is what. There. This is the only way I've ever picked this lock is in a vise. Take it out of the vise, and I guess it may just be the size, the weight, the whatever. But I struggled really bad with it then. It's a good idea there, G-Key, man. That's what I'll have to do. I'll hang on to these extra keys as I find them. Then when I send somebody locks, I'll throw some extra keys in there just to screw with their head. I even went and looked at my board of locks over here. There's nothing there either. I do have a 1100 I need to work on up there still. I want to get that thing picked. Oh, that's just it. It's a generic one that somebody went and had cut. Nothing special. Like you said, it fits in an American 1100. But I don't have any 1100s that don't have a key. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, we better not throw that around. There I have an 1100 key. Oh, that's for this one that I'm picking. Woo. That's what that one came out of. Master 230. Yeah, that's what I found with this one. It is just a pain in the hand. And, you know, I should get the scale out for this thing because from what I'm reading, it looks like it's a fully hardened steel body, hardened steel shackle, the heavy shackle. And, dude, that thing is heavy. It's got some beef to it. It's pretty comical. I was saying earlier, I got my son-in-law picking locks now. I gave him some tools here the other day to take home and a couple of locks to play with. And my granddaughter is all ticked off at him because she wants to pick locks, but she needs advice. You know, if you can't torment somebody, you just aren't having fun. At least that's how I view it. and you know, the other thing I could do is I could throw a master or an American 1100 lock in a package, put those keys in the lock that don't work for it, and then hide the key that does work for it in the package somewhere. See? Oh, this is a Harbor Freight lock, but it's got an American 1100 core in it. I pulled. Here's the Harbor Freight core. Yeah, that Harbor Freight core is horrible. Horrible. But an 1100 core fits in it perfectly, and then you actually have a pretty freaking nice lock. Yeah, it's a monster. And it's seriously, it was a $7 lock, and then I had an extra 1100 core, so I threw that in there, and man, that makes, like I said, a really nice lock. And it's an interesting pick because this thing has such heavy shackle springs and crap in it that it's a completely different feel than what you get with a standard 1100. Even though it's an 1100 core, you just got way more tension on that core because of that heavy spring. So, kind of fun. But yes, you are correct. The other one too is I bought this U-Haul brass lock. No idea who makes it for U-Haul. Not a bad looking lock. And been playing with it. I've raked it a time or two. I haven't single pin picked it. It's not guttable. But the worst part, after I raked it, can you hear that? Crunchy. Oh. Just traded your Harbor Freight and a Master 530 for an old Sentry 3180 safe. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. You know, I am looking at... I'm contemplating if I want to do this or not. I don't know if it's worth it. I haven't decided. Let me bring this over here instead. Oh, go away. What? Oh, you suck. It's not what I told you to do. There. Leave it back over here. I'm looking at maybe buying some locks from a guy. I'm going to be heading down to Colorado. And this guy is selling some locks down there. I've tried buying them from him before. He's had them for sale for a long time. So I'm going to try and get him down on his price a little bit because I think he might be asking too much. Oh, go away. Let me bring him up and I'll share the screen and show you. We'll see what you fine people think. Share screen. Select a window. Ooh, marketplace. So he has these 4 locks. 2 Yales. The Yales, these 2 on the end with keys, have railroad markings on the back of them. The other 2 he does not have keys for. It's a 6 lever over here and another Yale. These do not have any railroad markings on them. He's currently asking $65 for them. I don't know if they're worth it or not. Kind of neat looking. Made for the MK&T Signal Department. Made for C&O. Yeah, like you said, if you get that 1100 core, you swap this lock out with it, Delbert. It's really pretty slick. Like I said, it makes for a very nice looking lock. This one's OM Edwards 6 lever, but again, no key. So I'm not really sure if it's worth what he's asking. Man, I'm looking at that lever lock. Look at this thing. Look at how thin that lock is to be a 6 lever lock. That is thin, dude. Woo! Hey, Mick Deepoor, how are you doing? Good morning. Just showing some locks that I found online. So I don't know. I'm tempted to check those out when I'm down there and see if I can talk him down a little bit. All right. I get distracted easily. Squirrel. Yeah, if you're into them. Yeah, that's just it. They're more of a collector thing. And I'm really not a lock collector. I don't know. They'd be neat to hang to the board and have hanging here, I guess, but probably not something I'd necessarily want to hop in and pick and mess around with too much. Yeah, I suppose I could do that and see. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided what I want to do. I don't know. Right? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Mark, they look cool. I like the look of those old locks. They're kind of neat. Those old Yales. But I don't know. Right? All you can do is throw out an offer and see what they say. I tried to buy these, man, a couple months ago from the guy. And had somebody else who was, or not somebody else, I had somebody else who was willing to pick them up for him because it's in another state. This guy refused to do it. Nope, Facebook Marketplace with you only. So I was like, yeah, well, never mind then. I was going to send him the money and have the other guy just meet him to pick up the locks. But he would not do her. So it is what it is. I didn't hear anybody say anything about the giveaway drawing. Should I do that today? Or should I wait? Should I stay or should I go now? Yeah, I didn't think they were worth the 60. I was thinking of maybe offering 50, but I wasn't even sure about that. And I just don't know if they're anything I really want. I don't know. Like I said, the cool factor part's kind of neat, but it's always a but. Oh, sorry to hear that there, McDeepoor. I hope you are on the mend. Never good when you feel like crap, is it? Yeah, I thought about doing that too, but the friend that was going to pick them up for me is not on Facebook, and this guy's like, nope, the only way I'm dealing is Facebook Messenger. Won't give you my number, won't work on a meeting, won't line anything up. Live by the railroad tracks. I did that when I was in college. They were literally right out my back door. Yuck. You get used to it after a while, though. Kind of sleep through it. Coming from the little country farm where it was dead quiet at night other than the mosquitoes and maybe a coyote or two howling. In a fourplex right next to a railroad track was an interesting change. Five slot key and a lock railroad. Nice. Yeah, it's very possible. And that's, I'm, like I said, I'll be down there. I'm driving down there Monday. Oh, yes, heart attacks do suck. I hope you're taking good care of yourself and getting back to doing good things. Very sorry to hear that, man. Man, I'm not able to open anything today. I am on the serious struggle bus, dudes. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. What a monster. If it doesn't keep anything locked, you can certainly use it as a weapon. Smack somebody over the head with the dang thing. I'm just going to move that out of the way. I got to get something picked open today. I still need to get a timing worked out with you, Lady Lux, to join you on a live. I vote to do the drawing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll fire up and I'll record when we do the drawing, and that way I can upload that as a separate video so people don't have to watch their way all through the live just to see the results. Pretty good turnout for this one too, and this is the one. This is this beautiful black Southern Specialties case that is a very well loaded kit. Lots of tension tools, lots of wrenches in every different configuration you could think. Richard Jones, did you not? Heck, I can't remember either. Let's look and see. I don't see you, Richard Jones. If you did, let me know quick, and I'll get you in there. I can do that. I got the power of the hour. But yeah, what do I got? 26 entries in there. It was pretty good, I think. I think it was really good, actually. All right, so I don't think I need you. That's a very nice case, too, I think. Really nice. Very well done. Let's do this. Add. Window capture. Let's call that. Select a window to capture. Is this the one I wanted? No, that's not the one I wanted. That's that one. Why can't I find the one I want? What? Oh, you were a stinker. You wanted everyone else to win, huh? Well, that's awfully nice of you, Mr. Nola. Give me a second, folks. Give me a second. This is killing me. Display capture. Let's try it with this one then, if the other one's not going to work for me. Dell. Oh, I want that one. I want that one. All right. Let's get over here. Back to this. Orange HPC. Not sure if you entered McNeepoor. Let me think. I think you were in there. Were you in there? Yeah, I don't see you in there either. Bummer. Bummer, dudes. Let's go over here. Wheel of Names. Wheel of Doom. Welsh Lockpicker, I do think, yes, you are in there, dude. So, yes, you do have an entry in there. There we are. Let me kick this up. Start my recording, my other app. Maybe, if I can get it to work. All right. Let's do this, babies. Here's the 200 subscriber giveaway. Wheel of Doom. Yes, you do, Mr. Delbert. Get an entry in. I think I only have 2 entries so far in the 250. I am running this at the same time that I'm on live, so let's just go through this. We'll do the elimination, last man standing as the wiener. How's that sound? 26 entries. That is crazy. All right. Let's kick her in. Whee! Oh, man. Mr. Jackrabbit. Sorry, dude. You have been killed. All right. Oh, Lock Saga. I don't know why I have it clapping for everybody who gets kicked out, but bummer, dude. Dutch Lockpicker, how are you this morning, sir? Joe Bianco is out. You get dizzy if you stare at that lock spinning too much. Mr. Crow Llama is out. Oscar Brizzy. Bummer, dude. Do you guys see those new picks from Multipick? Kind of taking on the elephant trunk design. Thought that was kind of interesting. Wolfgang is hella funny. I turned off. I had it throwing confetti and all kinds of stuff for the poor people kicked out. I had to find some other noise to put in there. The Welsh Lock Picker. Man, all the overseas dudes are getting booted in a hurry. There's a few of these guys I'm not overly familiar with, but, you know, is what it is. Dots Locks is out. Whew. What are we down to? 18 left. Rusty Latch is gone. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Cloud the Great 99. Oh, Mr. Delbert, I'm sorry, sir. The Raking Raccoon. Yeah, I like doing shout outs. I like, any way I can help anybody. That's where I really want new pickers that aren't really in the community much. Hop on my lives with me, man. Screen share up, introduce yourself. Matt's Lock Shop. Sorry, dude. I like doing that, almost like a mini interview, right? Get you ready for LPL 1969. Get you out there. Oh, Broke Picks. You're out, dude. Another great guy, great channel. All of these guys are. There's some outstanding people. I had 26 people in this one. Nick Vitt is out. It was 26 on this one. Nick's Picks is out. was visiting with him a little bit about the drawing that I won from him, trying to figure out the right way to get that shipped without customs killing us on it. Mountain Picks. Another one you should go check out if you have not. If I remember right, he doesn't have a lot of content out there, but hey, get enough people, might get him doing more. Lock Papa is out. What do we got? Ooh, Beast Lock Picker. I know, right? Sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Runesmith Lock Sport. I think. Man, I'm telling you. It was just brutal. Right? GK Man will be the winner because he's not in the list. C Studio. The Studi. Oh, Mr. Sushi is gone. Man, we're getting down there now. What are we down to? 5. Mr. Dean P. Lock Junkie. Bummer, dude. That would have been a good one. He wants me to send him some poker chips and some swag. Could have thrown it in with some winnings. That would have made it better yet. Chuck Soup. So we are down to 2. Drum roll, please. Stealth, Rogue, Locksport, and Jeff and Things. Any predictions? Any predictions? Team go behind the back. What do we think? Who's going to win? Ta-ta-da. Stealth Rogue Locksport is the last man standing. Outstanding. All right, Mr. Stealth, give me a holler. Discord, on this video, whatever you want to do, we'll get things lined up and get this over to you. Congratulations, and thank each and every one of you, man. I can't thank everybody enough for the growth, for watching the channel, for putting up with my goofy ass. I appreciate it. And remember, 250 is already running, man. I'm probably going to have to wait a little bit before I do the next giveaway, but 250 subscriber giveaway is running. Go check that video out. I'll throw a link to it in the giveaway video when I post this one up. And yeah, thank you very much. And I hopefully, we can keep on growing and keep putting out some fun stuff. Later on that video. All right. Holy Toledo. That was good. That was a lot of entries. You know, that was really cool. I like that. I like when I get a bunch of entries showing up. I keep pushing for more and more. This next one is going to run a little bit longer, actually, into July, just because of lots of side projects and things going on for me. It'll be a little bit tougher. So I needed to stretch that one out a little bit longer. But, hey, it is what it is. That's awesome. You know, it's fun. I'm glad I'm able to put some stuff together to do some giveaways. Now, Stealth Rogue, somebody correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe he is stateside. Right? Get into Nola's giveaway, guys, if you have not. Get in there. But I believe that Stealth Rogue is stateside. So that means that if we get somebody overseas wins on the 250, don't worry about it. I got the shipping covered for that. I was figuring depending on how it went, I couldn't really afford to do both. if they both went overseas, but one or the other will take care of it. Sometimes that overseas stuff, man. Whoo! It is, right? It's a great community, great people. There's always, it seems like there's always a giveaway of some sort or another going on. There's usually some pretty cool stuff in there. And I will, the other thing I'm doing on these is I'm going to include the dog leg picks in there, but I will, whoever wins can have their choice whether they want the regular or the heavies. I'm working on another design. I just got to learn AutoCAD better so I can get what I want out there. Time to get the food on for Sunday dinner. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Mr. Jones. And I hope you have a marvelous rest of your Sunday. All right. That was most excellent. Hopefully he's cooking something good. I think I'm going to maybe try and do a little grilling today. We'll pick up a steak or two and do some steaks tonight. One last good cookout before it goes to crap. That's awesome. Yeah, and I think, I don't remember where I'm at. Like 262 right now. I'm hoping, I think. Yeah, 262. Now, here's an odd one. Holy cow, man. So I don't know how their algorithm works on YouTube. You know, I throw out some shorts, and I usually am in the 250 to 6. I've got a couple that are up in the 800-900 views. Nothing big. The other day I threw one out, just a silly one. Picked a lock with bobby pins. That stupid thing's over 3,000 views now. How the heck does that even work? G-Key, you're up to 213. Outstanding, G-Key, man. You know, I wasn't planning on doing a 250 and a 200 subscriber giveaway, but I had some giveaway items given to me to kind of cover for those. So I figured, well, hey, let's do it to it. And I was thinking, I don't know what anybody else's thoughts are, but I was thinking of reaching out because I've had quite a few people overseas asking about the dog leg picks. And it's just so hard to get them shipped over there. There's no distributors over there, anything like that really for me. So I was thinking about talking about one of the pick manufacturers over there to see if they want to start manufacturing them under their brand and selling them for me in the European market. What do you think, guys? First off, do you think anybody over there would even be interested in doing that? And second off, am I just being a dumbass? There's a very good possibility that both are yes. Or that both are hell no, what the hell are you thinking? Yeah, it's very strange. And you know, the whole just the way they decide to what they're going to push and what they're going to run out there. Yeah, you know, it's an interesting thought. I don't know. I'm not really out to looking to make anything. I had no plans on that. I was just trying to throw out a design I thought was good. And it's amazing to me because what have I been doing? About 5 months, because it was the end of December when I got these rolling. And I'm the only place you can get them. And I think I've, over 100 plus sets now that have gone out. Yeah, they might GK, man, and that's fine. You know, like I said, I'm not looking to become some massive pick manufacturer kind of a thing, but you know, if you got a pick profile that works, hey, I just would like to see it out in the community and see people using it. because they do. They just freaking work. So, I don't know. Just a thought. And yeah, if I'm cut out of the side, I don't care. I'm not going to. Yeah, exactly, right? That's exactly it. Who would be a good manufacturer to reach out to? What do you guys think? I have one I deal with a little bit. I've bought some product from to sell. If that doesn't give away who that is, I don't know what else would. Considering everything else I've got is from one other company. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I haven't. The only negative I've had was on the original ones that first got put out, and that was they was talking about going this way. They were twisting sideways a little bit here at the tip, but at the same point, they were used to pick everything from white to black belt locks. So, and if that's all you got was a little twist at the end of it, hey, that says a lot to me. But that's why we came out then with the heavy dog leg, which is a much heavier design for those heavy picking. Yeah, that's very interesting, Lady Locks. Yeah, see, I haven't been around this stuff enough. I just don't know how the heck they calculate what they're doing. But that's good to know. Yeah, Law Lock. Yeah. I'm excited for that. There's a Law Lock set that I won in that drawing, and I'm actually really excited to try those out. I've seen them. I have never put my hand on a set of Law Lock tools, so I'm excited to try them. Well, yeah, and the other thing too, Lady Locks, is down here they're 2 millimeters thick, but then when it comes to the neck, it drops down even thinner yet. So I mean, it's even in the 25,000s. There's a lot of flex up there, but it is what it is. But again, that little bit of twist, to me, yeah, that can help, or that probably is it. I don't know. And that, like I said, that's why we did the other one, did the heavy. But they like odd profiles, huh? Who you calling odd? What? Oh, dudes, I'm telling you. Yeah, never talked with those guys. I can reach out to them and see what they say. Like I said, it'd be fun to be able to have it available over there. I did get a couple sets sent over to a couple people. Curl Llama has a set he's going to be doing some work on. And I think 2 sets went over there. And I think he gave the other set to Lockpicking Dog. Was it Rob Lawns? Rob Lawns? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen those either. I've got a Moke set here that I play with and I use a little bit. I like those. They're quite nice. All right, Dean. Thank you for sharing. I hope it runs you out of your house. He makes them himself, huh? I've heard of them. I don't know that I've seen them. I don't remember what those ones particularly look like. Another ones are what, the bare bones. Those look really slick. I like the look of those. Those are Australian? Did a little poo come out? Jeez, oh, Pete. Man, I tell you, this channel is going downhill in a hurry. Really is. You guys are sick and wrong. Oh, it was a clean one. Oh. Yeah, I really like these Mokes. They're very nice picks. Really long. That's the only thing. They're kind of awkward that way because I'm not used to it, but they're nice. I don't use them a ton. I grab them every once in a while. They're so thin, man. They're crazy, but yeah, they're nice. He makes a very nice product. All right? I'm glad you got by without streaking. That'd be a bad deal. Start the day off right. Jet Propulsion Labs, man, help you get a roll going. TMI, Delbert. Oh, good grief. I love you guys, man. I love it. The chat just makes me laugh. It's the best part of doing the lives, you know. What can I say, Nola? I'm from up north where it's really cold. Things hide. It is what it is. What's the saying? I'm a grower, not a shower. Oh, Lord. You guys. Absolutely terrible. Entering in the skid mark challenge the wrong way. Right? That's Broke Pick's latest challenge was the skid mark challenge. Has he fully released that yet? I know he's talked about it, but I don't remember seeing the video about it. He was putting it out there yet. I haven't heard from him in a few days. Need to check in with Mr. Broke, see how he is doing. Yeah, that was kind of a good one. Skid mark challenge, and that's to pick from white through brown belt in what, 10 minutes or less? Yeah, you too, McDeepoor. I hope it all works out well. Take care of yourself. Take the rehab serious, dude. I'll get you squared away. My word, you people. Absolutely cracked me up. Oh, for Mr. Inferno. I thought that came from Broke. Because he was talking about doing a skid mark challenge. But maybe he was just passing on somebody else's. I don't know. Rehab. Yeah, I'll be doing plenty of rehab here in a little while. I'm planning for August to do a knee replacement. Doesn't that sound like fun? I guess. Give me time to sit around and pick locks because I won't be doing much of anything else. Jeez, oh Pete, dudes. I'm telling you, it is killing me. The other one I need to work more on are them bad boys. I'm still trying to do that 007 challenge in under 7. Submitted my video and had Mr. Coxie Picks tell me I was too slow. White to brown, 10 minutes. Yeah. Well, I won't be doing that one. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I've been putting it off for a very long time. My knee got absolutely demolished when I was, oh man, how old was I? 21. It got destroyed, and they told me, yeah, it's just a matter of when you'll have to have it replaced. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Put it off as long as you possibly can. And yeah, I'm pretty much at that point where it's been bone on bone for almost 20 years now. So getting old sucks, dudes. It sucks. 4-ish minutes. You're just bragger. I have a purple belt lock. I don't know if he's shipped it yet or not. On the way. And then I'll be able to start working on purple belt. Yeah, I was, well, you see the shape of this tension tool, right? That is how my leg was laying. Here was the knee. Here was my foot. Here was the rest of my leg. I had 3 ligaments and 2 tendons completely dislocated from the knee, and it was dislocated both above and below the knee joint. So it was not a fun experience. 6 hours worth of surgery to get put back together from that one. Docs did a pretty good job on me. It's lasted a long time. Use the original one on your certificate. Yeah, it was nasty. It was really, really nasty. And then several years after that, I tore the meniscus out of the same knee, so they had to remove the meniscus. So it's been bone on bone ever since. And it's gotten now where it lets me know that it's not very happy. So I guess it's time. Boy, I don't even remember how to pick my own lock. How sad is that? This thing is a struggle bus to tension too, because it's just about wore out. Right? Yeah, it was law enforcement academy here in Wyoming after hours. We were in the gym horsing around. I was wrestling with some guy, and he decided he was going to do some kind of Roman Greco throw on me, except my foot stayed on the mat where it was, and my body went the other way. And yeah, it was pretty vicious. I was out for a long time with that one. When I finally went back to work, anybody who saw me probably laughed their ass off, because here's this guy in a knee brace on crutches with a shoulder holster. Working front desk duty, but at least they let me go back to work. So they were pretty good to me that way. Sounds like a Diddy party. Yep. Yeah, it was almost a year before I was able to go back to patrol. It was no fun whatsoever. No fun at all. Man, guys, I am struggle busing today. It is rough. But, it is what it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, isn't that what they say? But by God, that one felt like it was going to kill me. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. All right. These doggone things, man, they don't like to double lock. Ooh, that's tight now. All right. Ooh, that one's snug as a bug in a rug. I don't want you. Can't even hold on to a freaking key today. Morning, Mr. Watt. Why is everybody up so early? Well, some of us don't have a choice. Whew. I need to work on that a little more, get the timer rolling, see what I can do. I don't know if anybody saw that. I got a hold of some of those polycarbonate layered ones, magnet on the back, the logo. It's turned out pretty nice. Didn't get many, only got 10. That's something to try out. Just woke up 20 minutes ago. Man, I tell you. I don't sleep in. All right. Yep. Both are locked. Oh, fumble, fumble, fumble. Can't hold on. About to go get your nails. Well, I don't know. It depends, Miss Lady Locks. Are you out to make a statement? Master Lock 230. I'm not familiar with the 230. I don't know which one that one is. I've got a 532, a 530, 68 35s, 1, 3, 150, 140. I think you should go for neon green. Make a statement in them videos, man. Make them pop. Hey, Mr. Drawn, I did my 200 sub drawn, so I'll get that processed and put that out today. Make them bad boy nails pop on your next video, right? Make them babies pop. Go for some smoke green, maybe. Ooh, something like that. Yellow green, you know. Make them babies stand out there in a crowd. Find somebody who's really good and artsy on nails. If you don't have somebody like that, neon green, and then get your dragon painted on one of them. There you go. Ooh, fur trapper event going on. That'd be kind of cool. Which update you talking about? The latest one for Discord? I saw it's telling me I've got an update. Yeah, I don't know when mine will show up overseas. My latest challenge lock, I believe, is on its way to Mr. Krulama. It's just hard to fathom, right? Putting something like that together and having it traverse the globe. That is just crazy to me. Oh, I'm just not feeling the love on this stupid. I still, bane of my existence, man. 410 lotto locks. I freaking hate these things with a passion. This one, because I rattle canned it, 3D printed a body for it. Got it all back together. Didn't turn out half bad. Kind of interesting. I need to grind down my screws just a little bit. They stick out just a hair bit from the back, but that's pretty cool. Like that. I like it. Like it like that. Can't pick it, but hey, it's fixed. Well, I think, do I have your entry in there, Mr. Dean P? Do you have an entry on the 250 already? I think you might. I think you do, didn't you? Yeah, that's always what I like, right? I would love to see some of the new pickers win some of this stuff so they can get some of these tools in their hands, get some good stuff. That's always pretty cool. Let's see. Who do I have on the 250? I think I only have 2 entries. Nope, 3. Yeah, Dean P, you were the first entry in that one. Brizzy Picks is the other one, and Dutch Lock Picker. Those are the only 3 I've got. So, but there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. I might have to do one of these pocket pick sets for one of them at some point. Let's see if I can make a tension tool like he's got to throw in there. That'd be kind of cool. What tool is this you guys are talking about with the update? I missed it. I missed something. What auto updated on you? Which one? Like I said, I think I saw an update pending for Discord. Right? Better get in there, dude. That's that sweet multi-pick set in that giveaway. You know, I kind of gave up on the whole Samsung phones. To me, they keep trying to make themselves into Apple Light or Apple something, and they want to lock everything down. Yeah, you know, I've tried doing some new picker giveaway stuff too, and it's tough, man. Yeah, I don't have anything Samsung. I'm running a OnePlus. My wife has a Pixel, and she hates it. She hates that Pixel. And I can't blame her. That phone's a pain in the rear. Yeah, just send their prizes my way. They said it was cool. They said it was cool, dude. Oh man. I got home yesterday and had to go mow lawn again. It's crazy. I can't hardly keep up with this stupid lawn. It is growing so fast right now. It is nuts. Find the right kind of tensioning tool. You know, I am really, really liking the OnePlus. That has been an outstanding phone. Yeah. Well, I was thinking that was luckily for me too there for a little bit, Dean, but holy cow. When I got to the point where it was almost knee high and it was a nightmare to try and mow that stupid thing. It's all beginner stuff. Yeah, I gave out a couple beginner sets. I need to put together some more beginner sets to be able to ship out to some people. I gave a set to my son-in-law the other day. Got him picking locks a little bit. Yeah, that's why I figured I better get mine done because we actually had, it was like 70 degrees yesterday. They're talking like 34 for a high and snow tomorrow. And then rain through the rest of the week. So, yuck. If I didn't get it done now, it would have been, I'd have to go freaking rent a baler to go out there and cut my lawn, you know. Get out there with a hay bind. For any of you who don't even know what that tool is, probably a few of you do. You're a born-again beginner. Yeah. I'm the one that comes across as a beginner. Sitting on here, can't even open a freaking lock. I finally ordered a set of the Huck dimple locks. Found a halfway decent price. I actually have 2 sets coming. So I don't know if one might become a giveaway item or if I put it out on the store and sell one set off. If anybody's interested. I hear those are decent dimple tools. I figured since I'm looking at playing into the dimple lock category, I better get a set of tools for it. But I had to order 2 as a minimum. So we shall see if they get here before the end of the year. Ooh. Yeah, I used to have to mow ditches with the tractor and the old side blade. 3-point hitch mounted blade. Go cut ditches. But I'll trade you, I got one better, Mr. G Key Man. My dad used to give me the task every spring or summer to take a 2-handed sigh and walk 6 miles worth of fence, cutting all the grass out from under the electric fence. There you go. Then once I got done doing that, then it was taking the axe and a handful of fencing repair equipment and hike through timber, cutting down all the trees that had fallen down over the fence and doing fence repair. So I spent an awful lot of time out in the sticks doing a little bit of everything. Like that. Good old 2-handed sigh, man. If you've never run one of those, that's a freaking workout, buddy. Woo! Mercy. Just about work you to death is what that'll do. What else do we got today to play with? Let's see if we can open something using a pair of these bad boys. Let's grab this little tool. Try out some Jimmy Longs. I do like those. Those are very nice picks. I like the handles, are really cool. No, I did not turn off the electric fence first. That made it even more challenging. I used to have to mow cemetery at our church, and they didn't have a gas-powered lawnmower. No, they had the old rotary manual push. There again, those are a workout. Actually, I saw a gal the other day here mowing her lawn with one of those. I was like, oh, kind of the green movement, man. They have come back into favor. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I sent over for the son-in-law. He picked a Master commercial that he had on his work truck that he pulled out to play with in his house. And then I sent over a Master, I think it's one of those painted laminated locks, but I don't know what exact model they are. But he was playing and picking with that. So then I gave him that master, and then I give him a master 150, which I probably shouldn't have sent him the 150 yet. I should have sent him a couple of yellow belts, one of these Brinks maybe or something, because he's single pin picking already. But yeah, the 150's already got him frustrated. It's like, yeah, I need to get you some other ones first to work your way up to help you get prepared for taking that thing on. Yeah, if you had good wood handles and a decent pair of leather gloves, the fence was all right. It wasn't a big deal. I remember we had our fencer died, and my dad got a hold of some other fencer that they really were bragging this thing up that was high power and it could go through everything, and it operated like reverse of a standard as far as the amperage and voltage. And he got that thing hooked up, and I watched. We'd gone without a fencer for a couple of weeks, so a lot of the cattle were walking under the fence and going eating out of the haystack, and it was a nightmare. But anyway, I watched her bull walk up and reach out and lick a piece of grass off the fence, and that fencer put that thing on his knees, just dropped him. I was like, yep, I'm going to be more careful now. That one hurt when it got you. Man, look at that. Just popping the tool out of there left and right. You know, that's the kind you'd bring your town friends out and then tell them, oh, no, it's not an electric fence. I was a mean asshole. I tell you. Smoke the crap out of people. Here I was going to do that. I was going to use that tension wrench, and I didn't even do it. What a dork. Yeah, no, they didn't do that again. Didn't trust me again either. No, I never saw the bull do that either. No, he learned his lesson in a quick hurry. But yeah, it literally folded his legs right up, and down he went. Yeah. The little Brinks. Not a half bad little single pin pick, though. They're kind of fun. Kind of enjoy them. Not the most difficult thing, that's for sure, but, this one's kind of interesting because pin 1, after you get everything else set, you got to come back to pin 1 and really crank your tool up to push that last pin down. You're going to really set it deep. Ooh. Yeah, that wouldn't be any fun. Where you convince your buddy to piss on it. He's got a good enough stream, he gets lit up. Whew. Or you grab a hold of them and then you reach out and grab the fence. Let it pass through you and light them up. That's always fun too. Here a while back, Mr. Broke Picks was talking about what toys people have at their workbench. How about you guys? What toys do you keep at your workbench? I don't have much. I'm not going to lie. I'm not much. I just don't have any good toys to hang around. My other desk, I've got the Rubik's Cube. Here, I've got my R2-D2 thumb drive. And a 3D printed Majorn Thor's hammer. That is all I have for tools or toys. I wouldn't consider this a toy, but I don't want to break it apart and use it because that is just sick how that engraving came out on that card. I absolutely love that thing. It just looks wicked. Catch the light just right. There you go. Love that thing. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, dudes. But that's it. That's really all I have for toys. The rest of my toys are in the blade compartment. I have lots of blades. I've got blades laying all over the honking place. My wife thinks I've got a problem. Right? Don't be the last one on the line. And that beautiful one. Love this blade. It's just gorgeous. And the rest of them, I can't show on a live. YouTube doesn't like it. Dinkus is going after people for showing things that are perfectly legal. Drives me nuts. That's the only thing on these Mokes, man. Look at how long. Look at that. It is longer than a 410 auto lock. Those are crazy tension wrenches. I've got so many knives. My wife thinks I'm insane. That's where I picked this one up, neck knife, the other day. She's like, why'd you buy another knife? I said, well, it's cool and it was on clearance. And it actually works as a neck knife. So, yeah, I need to get after some more sharpening. I got some blades. One of these days I'll have to show off one of them I've got. It's one my dad handmade back when I was a kid. Hunting knife. I had a local leather shop make me a sheath for it here a bit ago. And it's not the prettiest knife in the world, but got sentimental value, and man, you can't hardly make that knife go dull. But the other side of it, you have to work your butt off to get it sharp. It is ridiculous. Wow, I am not feeling boo in this lock again. You know, I hate that. I just had it figured out, and then I rattle canned it, so then I had to redo it. Now it just does not feel the same anymore. At all. Oh, I'm going to start completely over trying to figure out what is what. A lot of locks. I hate them. Not going to make it to the flea market today. Yeah, we don't have any flea markets anywhere around here. I'd love to be able to go do some of that stuff, but closest thing I can get here is going garage sailing on the weekends, and we just don't do much of that. Because if we do, we just come home with a bunch of crap we don't need. Somebody else's junk, as it were. Kind of surprised nobody's tried to fire up like a flea market type location here to do something like that, especially in our summer months. You'd think that would go over all right. You know, a lot of places tend to overlook. We can't get a lot of good restaurants and crap like that here. Hey, Jack Rabbit, how are you? But because of what we have for industry here, there is a crap ton of disposable income. You've got a lot of single guys here that are making six figures. So there's a lot of money floating. Thrift stores, yeah. Again, we don't have much of that either. We only have one thrift shop, and they're getting ready to close doors. And I've never seen a lock in there. We have one pawn shop left. The rest of our pawn shop's closed up on us. I went and asked her about it, and she said she doesn't get locks very often. And I'm just not feeling it. I got to find a different tension tool. I need something different than that, I think. Because it's one thing I did have found on these. Tension tool is key. Because of them being dead core, dead shackle, you need something that really shows it back. Just started pouring rain. No rain here, that's for sure right now anyway. It's coming. It is a coming. We're supposed to get it. Let's see. Oh, man. Go away. Why are you doing this to me? What? Oof. I'm going to have to look him up. I got to get my video processing. Video processing tools are running. Getting the giveaway video uploaded. Please, guys, if you haven't, hit the like for me. I would appreciate it. Get your entries in. Fell asleep during a stream, huh? Don't you hate it when that happens? I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I fall asleep. Of course, I'm never awake late enough to go to his live streams because that's just how it rolls. Delete. Delete. Got a mess going on. Delete. Delete, 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 delete. 5/18. Is that today? That is today. So there's the one right there. This old man was tuckered out. Yeah, I know that feeling. I was wore out yesterday, too. I was giving the wife a hard time. We got home and she was asleep in about 20 minutes last night. I was like, really? Come on. You can do better than that. But I can't really say I blame her any. It just is what it is. That's an honor to have him fall asleep. Yeah, how many people fall asleep for you? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Can't say I've had that happen either. Well, who knows? Probably have. They just haven't told me they've fallen asleep. Let's see. All right. Did I get audio right?
Babies, here's the...
Yes, it did. It recorded all of it. Sweet beanies and weenies. What do you guys use for processing your videos? For me, it's OBS Studio for the recording part, Caden Live to render it and convert it out and get it all processed and ready to roll. But what do you guys use? I was looking around, seeing what other people are using. Maybe there's a better tool that does a better job. Ooh, I've got a dog over here whining at me going, Dad, I need to go outside. I got to go potty. Oh, is that what you're saying, buddy? Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Silly poochers. So I may need to call her a day, guys. Seriously. This is like my second or third live with nobody else hopping in with me. Get off your guys' lazy heinies and hop in. Talk. BS. Nobody wants to just listen to my voice. I haven't seen you do streams late enough. That puts me in CapCut. Not familiar with CapCut. Check out Caden Live if you're looking for one for doing the processing part and compiling. It's pretty sweet. They've got a lot of really cool filters and crap you can add in. It's open source, so it doesn't cost you a dime. And it just freaking works. It's an awesome tool. Really, really like it. Really happy with it. For the most part, I mean, it processes for you like right now, 140 frames a second processing. Just cranking right along. Yeah, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you joining me. Love getting a chance to BS with everybody in the chats, if nothing else. Get caught up. See what's going on in the wide world of lockpicking. It is amazing. Again, you guys rock. Oh, look at that. All my little pouches of goodness. This is the stuff I take when I travel. I throw my bags, just throw them in, and I'm ready to roll. There. Wonderful bags. But on that note, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And if I don't catch you later, I'll catch you next weekend.